Lake Kandle was an evolution from 1960. It was a change from an agricultural society here in Washington Township where you had small family-owned truck farms. They weren't very successful at that time, so my parents needed to make a change. They took advantage of the natural lake that they had on the property. So in 1960, they started changing from a farm to a swim club. They brought in sand. They changed some of the agricultural buildings into functional buildings for the swim club, made a snack bar, and opened the gates Memorial Day 1960.
First memory has to be of my kids as toddlers playing in the sand on the beach.
Going off the rope swings when I was 8 years old.
My first memory was meeting Mr. and Mrs. Kandle in the office and looking out over to the lake and seeing the rope swing, and I just could not wait to get on there for the first time.
Pulling in with our trailer for the first time. We had never really camped other than in a tent, trying to get it set up, the kids immediately taking off and making friends.
I've been coming to Lake Kandle for 25 years. I'm the youngest out of 6 children, and I have to say the best summers of my life have been here.
1981, we were swimming members for 3-4 years. That 4th year, I took the lifeguarding test and lifeguarded the last month of the season, 1984.
We came as a guest in '90 when we first moved here, and then in '91 I joined, and this is our 20th summer.
There's plenty of legacies at Lake Kandle, including my family. I met my wife here, so my son and daughter are legacies at Lake Kandle.
We met here.
Yes.
We met here in 1975.
On the second dock.
One really special friendship that we made coming here was my husband had a consultant that used to come into New Jersey and do work for him. And he would come in often. And one summer we convinced him to bring his family out from Michigan with their trailer. And they camped here for a week. They had 4 children and we had our 4 children. And after that, every summer for years, they would come.
There's actually 3 other families that we kind of hang out with. You know, whenever we come, there's usually somebody here, maybe all of us are here. And we hang out at the beach and the kids all play together. And even in the off season, we get together. We refer to ourselves as the Lake Kandle crew.
People love the fact that it has that old-fashioned swimming hole feeling from the 60s, yet it's adapted to the necessities with the pool and all the other attractions that we've added.
There's so many things that you can do here, whether you're swimming or fishing or boating.
Get up in the morning, go fishing,
Or go to the lake.
come back and, you putz around a campsite or so.
If you could only live like this, you'd live forever.
It's like a vacation spot in your own town. And when you come here in the evening or whenever, you just kind of forget everything. You forget that you're home. You feel like you're on vacation.
You can feel safe with your young ones around here because they can walk around and there's always another family, a friend or somebody who's keeping an eye on them.
Some of my friends go to the shore and they sit and they tell you about the 2-hour wait ride to get there, then the wait to get into there and all the traffic. And I tell them I drive 15 minutes. I drive down a beautiful road, and when I get here, it's like being in paradise. There are no crowds, there's no waiting.
I'm either relaxing with a book, listening to my iPod, or catching up with a friend on the beach while my kids are swimming in the lake. My younger one loves to get a game of wiffle ball going with any kids that he can find.
Lake Kandle never ends. It's something that I look forward to every year, every summer when the summer rolls around, but it's something that's continuous.
Lasting memories, of course, going to have to do with my kids. Them growing up here. It has to be them learning to fish here. And when every summer would approach, we would always talk about who was going to be the first one to catch the bass. And then my kids always look forward to catching it, running in the office and having their picture taken and have it posted on the wall.
Mike Vicente dressed up as a woman for one of the Lake Kandle pageants back in the 80s. And actually, he was probably the most beautiful woman there.
One of my favorite memories was a diving show we put on back in the 70s on Labor Day weekend after the boat parade.
Once the summer ends, they still have friendships, and those friendships continue year-round.
My kids have been coming their whole lives, so every summer of their lives has been Lake Kandle. They basically grew up here.
It was the last day of school. The children packed their stuff up, loaded it into the car, and off to Lake Kandle we came for the summer. We were here until Labor Day. They played. Sometimes you couldn't even get them to leave to go school clothes shopping. They wore a Lake Kandle shirt the first day of school.
I would like to thank the people that have been members forever, because the culture of the lake would not exist without them. We can create splash pads and rope swings and diving boards, but it's the interaction of the customers among themselves and their interaction with the staff and their interaction with us that really makes this culture, the lake, come alive.